Okay, well, this is the third video of the prologue, and I was talking about my past and present health problems. And so he ordered in Dr. Greenwood ordered an MRI on the neck, head, and brain to check out what this lump was on the side of my neck. And they were checking for lymphoma, inflammatory disease, or tumor to rule those things out. Well, so far they've ruled everything out, but we're not so sure about the cancer yet. Since it was only an MRI with and without contrast on the head, neck, and brain, that doesn't really tell us anything. It just tells us for that proportion of the body. But I'm actually having symptoms of lymphoma right now. But cancer runs in the family, so the chances of me having it are quite high, and I have a very low immune system, so my body can't really fight off anything without medication by itself. So, well, I was terrified to death in the waiting room, but I got the IV anyway. I got the results back this morning, and they said that I was clear of any cancer, tumor, inflammatory disease. That the SCM muscle right here on the side of my neck was enlarged, and they said that I might have possibly overused it, but there is no way. Well, logically, I couldn't have overused it because it's not sore, it's not tender or anything. It's like it's supposed to be that way. That's the way it feels. It feels like it feels like it's supposed to be that way. It doesn't hurt or anything when I touch it. It feels perfectly fine. And that doesn't really make sense because if I ever used the muscle, it would be very sore and painful and stuff like that. So it's very illogical. One of the reasons why it couldn't have been a tumor is because tumors are painful and tumors cannot move. Well, the lump inside of my neck months ago was probably about this big right here. And I thought it was probably, the lymph gland that was swollen because I was probably, ill or something. Well, the lymph node right here on this side is swollen a little bit. And so is the muscle over here. But I've actually not done any thing to actually overuse the muscle or sprain it or pull it or anything, so it can't really be a sprained or overused muscle. The MRI, well, the doctor said that there's no way that I possibly could have because nothing really showed up on the MRI of any injuries or anything like that. But, so the lump in my neck is still unexplained. So we, can't even think right now. It couldn't have been a tumor though, because, tumors cannot move on their own, but it was about the size of 2/4, and now I actually measured it the other day, actually, just this morning. It is actually about the size of 4/4, the whole side of my neck right here, right there. And it is actually grown up the side of my neck, and it's actually moving its way towards the back of my neck right now. So it couldn't be a tumor because tumors cannot move. And it can't be inflammatory disease because inflammatory disease would be inflamed too. And stuff like that. They checked the lymph node before. They said it wasn't lymph node, and it was under the skin, and it was, it wasn't the tissue or anything like that. So that helped us rule a little bit out. Although it could have been lymphoma, but it's not because the muscle is enlarged. But that doesn't mean there is not lymphoma in my body. Several things can cause enlarged SCM muscles. I think non-Hodgkin's lymphoma or Hodgkin's lymphoma, I'm not sure. One of those can actually cause it. It causes the enlarged SCM muscle in your neck, especially if one gland is swollen and the other is not, but the muscle is enlarged. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. But while we were there, we talked about my blood work. I got the blood work back from the second shot that I had, and all my levels came up perfectly fine except for my antibody titers and my pneumococcal levels, which are the levels that basically are my immune system, and they fight off diseases and stuff like that. Well, I'm still having trouble with sickness and stuff. The levels did not come up. The shot, it's not responding to the shot the way it should. It's not responding at all. Everything else is, except for the pneumococcal levels, what's intended to respond. So something is obviously wrong if it's not responding to the shot at all, because it's intended to rise, but it's not rised or anything. So that is very bad. But so I am actually going back to the my oncologist this month to discuss the results from the MRI, possibly further imaging or biopsies. But I know it doesn't really sound a lot within these few videos, but it really is, because I've actually been tossed around like a lab rat for the past year or two, trying to find out what's wrong and what's causing it. Although last time it was hormonal, but this time it's gone the longest unexplained and undiagnosed, and I'm not sure how much longer I could go undiagnosed, because if it is cancer, then it's growing very rapidly, probably the way it is, and especially if I have symptoms, every single symptom of lymphoma, then I mean, you can't overlook that. I believe they need to check into it more. They need at least do a full body CT scan or whatever they need to do. But I mean, I just want to get down to the bottom of the diagnosis. The next video diary I will be making probably be after I come back from the doctors to let y'all know what's going on. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't really sound like a lot, but I've actually had my blood drawn about 10-15 times within the past 7 months. Several x-rays, MRIs, all of that, done to see what's going on. And so far, they've not found anything, and that's not good at all. I mean, it's like another set of mystery diagnosis, but the longer it goes undiagnosed, the worse my condition will probably get. I can't technically say what it is, but I mean, if I could say that I know what it is, I would. I mean, I don't know. I just, want to get diagnosed, I could get it over with, just not have to travel into the hospital, I could actually receive medical treatment. I mean, that would, that would help a lot. But, a lot of people have been praying for me within the, past, since Thursday, because I thought it was probably lymphoma because of this mass on the side of my neck, and it was unexplained that I had symptoms, and so they were checking for it, and I was worried myself that that's probably what it was, but everything came back perfectly fine except for this large mass on the neck. I didn't bruise it, I didn't pull it or anything like that, nothing, so it's still unexplained. I probably won't receive any diagnosis in the next couple of months, but I'll keep y'all updated on what the doctors are saying and what biopsies and tests are being run. So I don't like my friends staying on the road. Anyway, like I said, for the this is your time. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. Having so many needles stuck into you, being stuck in the hospital, IVs and all that, it's really stressing. Especially when you're now being put on homebound and you have to get so much work done and you're not always feeling like you're up to doing it. It's really hard. And I don't want to go any longer without being, diagnosed with anything. So yeah, like I said, the next video diary will be after I come back, probably on June 1st. I probably won't have one made because this is school's laptop and I'll have to get it returned. But I'll see if there's a way I could actually make one for y'all. So y'all stay tuned and continue praying for me, because right now I just want, my health to be perfectly fine.